sit up all night waiting for great stories to tell everybody.
Okay.
So it's a holiday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So where's all the holiday songs? Fear not. Fear not.
I see them drinking.
Have a Christmas song. Well, homeless people have holidays too, right?
Right.
Okay, so when I was like 9, yeah, growing up in Little West, Texas, town called San Angelo, which by the way happens to be where Randy Norman came from.
Right.
We were a poor town. We didn't have any malls. We didn't have coffee shops. But we had downtown, and we had a best store to go to was Sears, of course. Sears was kind of poor too. We had an escalator, but it only went up, didn't go down. Anyway, that's what Sears was great. Mama would take me there. I'd ride that escalator while she was doing shopping. And when it was time to go, she'd meet me at the bottom where the candy counter was, and we'd get the cashew nuts and go home. So that was a great memory. And not only that, when Christmas came around, Santa came there. Had a wish book and Santa Claus. So anyway, things were different. And we were taking a trip to San Angelo one time, saying, we need to write a song about when Santa came to Sears. So Sharon got busy on it, let me in on it. And turns out, and this is the ironic part. This is a good part of the story. Turns out there's got a little character in there. It's a homeless guy. And we wind up running into the homeless guy at the mission that used to be the Sears store. And when we wrote this, we didn't know, but down in Fayette, where the mission is, which you're raising money for tonight, used to be the Sears store, right?
Right.
Enough said.
It's all full circle.
We loaded up the SUV to see Santa at the mall. The kids were in the backseat screaming. Man, they want it all. DVDs and iPods, computers and cell phones. I had a sudden urge to turn around and go back home. Instead, I took a detour off Lafayette, then slowed down. We're up ahead, a homeless man, lie sleeping on the ground. Kids began to whine and asked, why are we stopping here? I said, let me tell you how it was when Santa came to Sears. Now if we did our chores on time and if we didn't fight, we'd pile up in a wagoneer to see Christmas lights. We didn't have those fancy malls but coffee shops and such. And Daddy'd bring his thermos, Mama packed a lunch. C-sharp. We take the time to cruise the town and all about the square. Carolers went from door to door. The music filled the air. Crystal and the Krispy Kreme made coffee by the pot. The homeless didn't have to leave. Their cup was always hot. And Mom and Dad would finally say those words we longed to hear. Oh, under before St. Nick is at the robot store this year. That building looked 10 stories high with lights up to the sky. Folks said Merry Christmas when strangers passed them by. You could hear the bells roasting, to hear the popcorn pop, but we'd ride the escalator while Mom and Dad would shop. Then we'd stand in line, wait our turn, and whisper in his ear. Tell him what we wish for when Santa came to Sears. As I recall, we didn't always ask for lots of stuff. Some tinker toys and Lincoln logs. A new doll was enough. I said, please remember to bring some old spice for my dad, some hankies for my grandma, for Mom a nice new hat. Just as I was about to leave, go head back toward the mall, kids rolled down the window, and to the homeless man they called, Merry Christmas, mister, take my scarf, it's cold this time of year. I gave him change for coffee, maybe for a beer. He looked at me, I knew I'd seen that face from years before. Maybe he had the Krispy Kreme at this very store. He offered up his hand, said Merry Christmas through the tears. May your dreams be what they once were when Santa came to Sears. Or maybe it was wishful thinking about all the yesteryears. Either way, I have no doubt that Santa came to Sears.
Yeah.
So there you go, thanks. Kerry Ford. Thanks for Songwriter Kerry Ford.